The name of the film is Love Ceci. The filmmaker is with us here on Comunidad del Valle. Jay Lopez is from the Bay Area. Is his second film, or are you working on some more that I haven't heard of?
You heard of Sin Padre?
Sin Padre, I've heard of that one.
Yeah. So it's doing real good right now.
All right,
So, yeah.
well, let me show, it's about a 1-minute clip. Let me show what we're talking about, and then we'll talk on the other end about why you decided to take this on. Here's the clip.
Candlelight visual is just.
This is the stairwell where Cecilia Rios
and it reminds
died.
one of the memorial that was set up for Polly Klaas.
Night of the murder.
It has been turned into a memorial.
You are seeing pictures of Cecilia Rios' family. That is her mother there. Emotional moment for people here. People are crying and praying. Everyone.
Boy, pretty gripping video. So obviously, Cecilia had just celebrated her quinceañera, her 15th birthday. She was from the city of Richmond. Tell us what happened and what year that was.
This was the year of 1994. She took a shortcut home to borrow a movie from a friend. And on her way home, the perpetrator had followed her, who was an immigrant from Mexico, who arrived 2 months earlier. His intent was to rob her, but he brutally raped and stabbed her over 18 times, and left the city of Richmond in Oz for the past 20 years. So it's a real touching story. It's a beautiful story as well.
Where's that perpetrator now?
I beg your pardon?
The perpetrator, where is he now?
He is in jail, actually.
Okay.
There's rumors that he committed suicide as well.
So why was this important? Why was it important for you to pick up Ceci's story and tell it?
Well, this happened in my community. She was murdered a mile away from me, where I live. I was 9 years old when she was murdered. I heard about her when I was 15 years old. And for the past 15 years, actually, every year I just thought about who she was. I wasn't so concerned on how she died or what happened, what was the cause of it, but really so curious to know who she was. After my first film, Sin Padre, I was done. I'm done making movies for a while. It's just so much work. But something in my heart told me I had to tell her story. And the beautiful part about this story is that me and her have no mutual friends. So I didn't know how I was going to do it, but God had blessed me in many different ways, and I was able to get a hold of her boyfriend. She had a boyfriend, Julio Garcia, who I'm very close with. I got a chance to meet her parents, Eva and Juan, who I love dearly, who are awesome. I just saw on Mother's Day. They're a beautiful family, and they haven't talked about it in 20 years. So to bring this up, it's kind of hard, but they think it's time to tell her story to the whole world.
What do you think you want to tell maybe the kids of Richmond, the kids of the East Bay, or wherever with this film? Is there maybe a subliminal message that you want to get across to these kids?
The message is forgiveness, love, unity, and family. I think her story is universal. It's not just for Latinos, it's for any race that can relate to it as well. I also feel like even parents who have lost their children through violence can relate to the story as well. And hopefully when they watch this movie, they can get hope out of it and actually, don't mourn so much about the person you lost, about their death, but mourn the happy stuff they left behind. So that's the focus of this movie. And hopefully the kids and the community can relate to the story as well and get something out of it.
I think we tend to, as a society, overuse the word closure. I don't think there could ever be closure when something like this happened. But do you think this kind of gets close to it? This allows her parents and her family and those who knew her friends, to kind of start reaching that point? That's
a real good question. I'm glad you asked that, because Julio, her boyfriend, he has a lot of doubts and a lot of regrets. The last day he saw her, she wanted to see his report card, and he was bad at school. And but he's good now, anyway. But she asked him, "Can you go take me to go pick up the movie?" And he's like, "No, I got some stuff to do, and just call me when you get home." And
She never got home.
She never got home. So that's part of his regret as well. Closure is a real hard subject for the whole entire family as well. You know, the mom had 2 boys actually 5 years after her death, but they still talk about it.
So this isn't opening up old wounds for them. This is kind of helping them heal a little more.
Both.
Oh,
Both,
okay.
both. You know, I actually showed the mom the footage, and she was crying. She was very emotional. She never saw it before, so she was like, "Ay, Dios mío, am I ready? Am I ready for this?" And I think you are. Yeah.
And you mentioned a film like this isn't easy to put together, so you're kind of raising funds to
Yes.
help finish the project.
So I'm doing an online fundraiser, and I'm also doing fundraisers alongside from just an online fundraiser later on in the next few months. Hoping to raise money to actually make this movie happen. We're hoping to shoot early next year. Our goal is to raise $30,000. I know we can do it, but it's going to happen in God's time. It can't happen in my time. If it was my time, I would shoot right now.
There is a Facebook address, and again, his film Sin Padre was popularly acclaimed, and so you might want to check this one out as well. Jay Lopez is our filmmaker. Thanks so much for doing this for that family.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.